but the peacefulness of nature. You'll discover there's plenty to do. And there's plenty this week happening in the Östersund Arena. It is the World Mixed Doubles Curling Championship 2024. Our feature game this afternoon, Japan versus Germany. It is Group A. 20 teams competing, 10 in each group. And let's meet the teams for our feature matchup. For Japan, Ueno and Yamaguchi, Suoshi. And for Germany, KAPP and TOTZEK. So, as mentioned, 20 teams competing this week, 2 groups of 10. This is Group A we're featuring in this afternoon session. Switzerland 5-0, Italy 4-1, and then Estonia, Germany, Japan, Norway 3-2, and they're all playing each other. So, an important matchup this afternoon. We can see the 5 games. Norway take on Estonia. Italy will face Denmark. Switzerland will meet Spain. France play Turkey. And Japan meet Germany. And the rules of play for mixed doubles. 8 ends scheduled, but 6 ends minimum to be played. 1 pre-positioned stone per team, per end. Each team has 22 minutes of thinking time. You can play stones 1 and 5, or 2, 3 and 4. No takeouts until the 4th stone, and 1 power play per team. The last stone was won by Germany. 25 for them and a 56.3 for Japan. So Germany will get last stone advantage at the first end. I'm Rona Howie, delighted to be joined by Tyler George. As we see Ueno getting play underway for Japan. Just 23 years of age from Karizawa. It's her first World Mixed Doubles. And Tyler, a key game here for both sides.
Just a massive game, Rona. Both teams at 3-2 in the standings against each other. The loser of this game will be looking up at 4 teams in the standings with 3 games to play. So the winner still feels like they're in control of their own destiny. The loser has a long way to climb, so very intense matchup. Kind of moving day here at the Mixed Doubles Worlds.
And KAPP, 23 years of age, a psychology student. Played Europeans and Worlds. His first mixed doubles. She has played in this venue at the Europeans in 2022 as an alternate.
The Germans got off to a great start in this tournament with wins over Denmark and France. Took a loss to the undefeated Swiss, no shame in that. Rebounded with a win over Spain, and then a loss to the Olympians from Norway in their last game. So that puts them at this 3-2 record.
So some separation already at this end. As we see Yamaguchi Suoshi, 39 years of age, from Karizawa. He's a curling club manager. He has played in 2 previous World Mixed Doubles, 2018 and 2019, finished 5th both occasions.
Yama and his squad alternated wins and losses the entire competition so far. The win over Norway, lost to Estonia. A win over Denmark, lost to the gold medal Italian skip in Constantini, and then a win over Spain their last game to get to that 3-2 record. So again, huge game for both teams.
Sixten Totzek, soldier from Rastatt. His first World Mixed Doubles as well. Would have liked to have rolled further there to the centre line.
And Rhoda, while you were sleeping this morning, and some of us were calling the game, we did see more curl in the ice than we'd seen really at any point in the competition on sheet C. Be interesting to see if that holds for this draw or if it's different over on the end sheet following The decision on whether or not to scratch the stones for the rest of the competition will be very interesting, because I think if they get the same amount of curl this draw that they did in the morning draw, it may not be necessary. But for the vast majority of the tournament, I think the players would like to see a little more curl than what they've been getting. So we'll pay close attention on this draw, how much curl we get.
And it is a big debate, because a lot of these top curlers are used to playing on slam ice and championship ice, and they're putting a lot more rotation on their stones now. So it's being able to make that adjustment to your ice conditions as well.
And this draw so far, not seeing the same snap late in draws as we did in the previous draw. And generally on the end sheets, you're going to see it straighter coming off the wall side in arena competitions.
Ja, 9 ist
A
okay.
great freeze from Yamaguchi.
Leicht außen. Ne? Weniger Eis. Bisschen mehr. Ja.
Good execution early from Yama. Perfectly placed stone there. Rona, you see with the broom that they're taking with this shot too, already playing for it to run straight.
Oh, great shot.
Wonderful shot by TOTZEK.
Just caught that dead right.
And didn't overthrow it either, Rona. That was really maybe normal at most, but hits it just perfectly to get both stones to go. Now sitting 3 with hammer.
Wenn einen Double macht, liegt hinten
But
dran.
certainly early indications are that we're getting
Seite, das jetzt
same type of curl as in previous draws in the competition. Very weight sensitive.
Yamaguchi would like to lift a double here. Oh, goes over the top. So a great opportunity here for Germany.
Gut, sonst machen sie einen Freeze. Ja.
The ideal spot here would just be top 8, maybe biting top 4. If you go full 4-foot, that would give Japan the opportunity to freeze and pretty much eliminate those back stones.
But also you don't want to be too high
And let
or
them
they
go
could
around.
you.
Yes, has to be at least a top 8-foot.
Sauber. Ist noch ein bisschen weit. Nur Länge. Sehr weit.
Kurz.
Okay.
Ist gut.
Eher curl.
Kurz. Ja, das war nur von 8.
Okay. Ah, das ist gut. Nur Länge.
Well, this one not burying.
Well, if it's going to be that deep, it's better that it's open, too. Now the freeze, you can still access that stone, but Japan may be thinking discretion the better part of valor. Just hit the back.
Go.
まず2つ。
Can he get all 3 moving? I think he can.
あとちょっと落ちそうだったこっちは。
Because that middle yellow in the back line is slightly higher as we see, so all 3 could go.
Yep.
That does appear to be the call, so just a little high. Could get all 3 yellows moving. Big early shot here for Ueno.
Yeah, ideally wants to at least get 2 away here. And they're on this early.
This is really tight.
Okay.
Oh well, plan B, and they're laughing and apologising to their opposition.
I think one team thinks it's humorous and one probably doesn't.
Perfect result.
Yeah, you can. The good thing for Germany is this rolled, so the piece that's showing is on the side that doesn't play into the jam. So you can still get this out with hack weight, but very precise. Bit of a break there for Japan.
Ja. So Eis soft spielen, dann kommt der schon rum.
Okay, ja.
So, oder?
Bisschen mehr als Außenvieh, oder?
So, ja.
Okay, ja.
Soft spielen, dann geht
Ja.
der. Let's go.
There's no smiles on the coach's bench, that's for sure. Anyway, last stone of this first end, and it was a well-played end by Germany after Sixten TOTZEK left Germany line 3.
See if there's some curling karma with this shot now. Early sweep. Very soft weight.
Passed by Sixten, but it is a steal of 1 for Japan,
Okay, macht nichts.
and they will lead 1-0 after 1.
Ja. Okay.
So a let-off for Japan at that first end. It did look like Germany could score 3. An attempted triple by Ueno, and she hit the hold behind the guard.
ちょっとタイト。
いや、ラインはいいよ。
Germany not able to play the tap back for 3.
ちょっと早め。
うん、グリーン。やっ。
ちょっと早いよ。押すよ。
上がってる。
まだ。
They end up again.
Okay, good.
Important to just try to clear the mind, let that one go, and focus on the fact that you played a good end. You probably deserved a better fate, but that's a good thing. I feel like you're playing well early. Good feel for the ice. A little break early in this end now, too, with the heavy draw from Ueno. Good opportunity to take control of this end early with the draw to the top of the forefoot.
Ein bisschen ab.
Wow. Oh, ist noch weit. Ah, ist eine weitere Spur. Achtung. Achtung, Länge. Linie ist gut, bisschen
A lot of
Curl.
rotation on this stone.
Oh.
Sehr gut.
And Rona, a quick look
Ah,
around
okay.
Okay.
the other sheets. Still seeing a considerable amount of curl on sheet C, the game we had this morning. So maybe just the end sheet not curling quite as much as what we're seeing in the center right now.
はいよ。
So that makes the decision that much more
Yeah.
interesting for
ゴール
whether they scratch the rocks
膨らんでる
tonight.
よ。
ゴール
まだブレイクじゃない。
Okay.
Yep, it's not you and I that
Yeah,
will make that
you get
decision,
深
thankfully.
いよ。曲がってる。
まだ
I
触
don't
れ
want
な
to
い。
be a part of that
触
one.
れない
no.
当たるよ、内側。
Okay, 触れない。あんまり触れない。
So looking just to freeze this
14.1。
small tap. That's
14.1?
okay.
あ、OK。俺の感覚ぶっ壊れてる。
Very good spot there for Japan. Again, controlling the top of
Ist
the
der rote
forefoot.
danach nicht hinter der Guard?
Ich hätte den einfach so ein bisschen geschoben.
Yeah,
Okay.
and that's why Germany looking at
Backline oder Heck
trying to
oder was?
tap it.
Heck,
Okay,
halb treffen.
mehr Eis.
Yeah, they're playing the hit
Yeah,
here.
I-
I like this call. You can
Yeah.
hit this little high side, move that rock out of the forefoot, and move the back one and roll away. Now you're making your opponent play against a big end. Just playing soft, though.
Yeah, a hot weight
Aber
call.
ja,
I wouldn't have minded seeing even a little more weight than
Yeah.
that, just to try to get both moving.
ja.
split.
Oh dear, catches the top one.
Will it spin onto the rings on the side?
No.
Takes the wrong spins. The curling gods not on Germany's side so far.
Now we look at all the other scores. Norway, Estonia. Norway 1 up. That's a key game as well. Both 3 and 2. Italy 1-0 up on Denmark. Switzerland 3-0 up on Spain. And Turkey 2-0 up on France. So there's 10 teams in this Group A. Play 9 round robin games. The top of the group will progress straight to semi-finals. The second and third ranked will cross over and play second and third from the other section in the qualifying games. So 3 qualify for playoffs, but Olympic points at stake for all ranking here.
And that 2 from Turkey, a really nice draw to the side of the button by Yildiz with the final stone of the end to secure that 2.
Geht der Gelbe dann raus hinten? Geht der Gelbe raus mit Board?
Der Gelbe.
Ja, der Gelbe hinten.
Nee.
Dann Board. Give me intern. Intern.
Okay.
Safe shot called by
Nice.
Japan on that previous throw, just peeling the back one out. The angles set up the way they are. Another finesse weight hit
Yep.
for 16 TOTZEK.
Oh. Sauber.
Trying to take this
Sauber.
top red out and
Okay.
roll towards the corner
Close,
guard.
close. Okay. Hard. Hard.
Ah, Mann.
I think Lena was expecting a little more finish there on that line, but just never got there.
ウエイト9。
9、8半。
こっちサイド
Yeah,
曲がるサイ
fairly
ドカム
open
ラが
end
ピー
now.
は OK ね。
And Germany twice there have had that chance to hold their shooter in the house with a hammer and rolled out him. Well, caught the guard with one and then rolled out.
Yep. Yep. Green. 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 来たよ。Yep. Yep. Yep.
Yamaguchi just trying to get rid of the yellow. No problem.
Thank you.
ナイスコール。よし。
Germany
Yeah,
with some opportunities early. Obviously the bad break in the first end, but a couple half misses here in the second when they really had something good brewing for a 2 or 3. And now going to need a really good roll from TOTZEK towards the corner guard to have any chance of scoring more than 1.
Yep. Go. Yep. Yep.
So even I know that one. Schnaz, I heard, is in nose.
ウエイトは
10。
9？
19半。
いいと思う。
So Ueno Mayo
場合によっては
got a great hit and roll at the first end. Can she do it again?
とりあえずステ出すがまあメイン。
And this is one you can get aggressive with too, because you don't have to worry about a blank if you roll out, as the hammer would switch. So go all out after your roll on this shot. Like a bit of a soft release there. See if Yamaguchi can hold the line.
Hey, nice.
Schnaz it is.
So a very open end, and Germany, as we said, a couple of half shots, and all of a sudden it is just the nose hit for one. Lena KAPP, daughter of Andy KAPP, who's playing next door in the seniors. Just looking for the nose hit. No problem. So this game all tied, 1-1 after 2.
Good. Let's go.
You're watching live coverage of the World Mixed Doubles Curling Championship 2024. We're in Östersund, Sweden. Mixed doubles in this venue, and right next door in the other arena we have the World Seniors Championship. 25 men's teams and 18 women's competing there.
Ist weit, sehr weit leider.
And as mentioned, Andy KAPP is skipping the German men's team next door. So he comes through to watch Lena when he can.
Good.
Nice weight from Lena, right to the side of the button.
Ja. Okay,
Just
good.
not a lot of finish on that line still.
Yep.
Yeah, just a pound heavy, and
Hinten
it
8.
didn't finish as hard. So a very nice nest in there now for Germany to get in on top.
Weit. Ja, so sehr weit. Kommt.
Muss curlen.
Kommt.
Trotzdem curlen.
Okay.
12-9. Hard curl. Hard.
Weiter.
On the high side again.
Yeah, I think it's just
Yolanda!
taking his team a little bit more time to figure out that curl.
トップダブルはいいと思う
There we
よ。
see Ogasawara
ロール
Ayumi,
になってもぐらいのマージン。
coach for Team Japan.
ちょっと厚めに当てたい。
Okay.
So now there's a chance here for Japan to get to the inside and even lift both yellows.
Yama loves these types of shots too.
Green, green, green. Yep. Yes.
Oh, very nice.
Nice.
Hey,
And it doesn't remove it, but that's okay because where his shooter ends up. He's in a great position.
結構厚めだったんだね。これで
It
ちょうど
didn't have a ton of room by the guard to get thinner than it did. So you want to make sure you're by first. You see fairly comfortably by, but safely called by Ueno. Great position here for Japan once again.
さて。Ah, weit.
Go. Go. Cut. Hard cut.
Ah.
Unlucky result.
Yeah, opens things up at the least and does lose one
By the curl
Japan
that
counter.
Oh, thank you.
こっちからやられる分には悪くない。まあ、下
ここ
多分相手ヒットしてロール狙うと思うんだよね。多分。
ダブルあるように逆に見せとくか。
まああり。
そしたらこっち振られないじゃないですか。
まず入れることはね、こっち曲がるから幅広めがいいな。
So Japan have got last stone here. Just trying to separate them all and put as much distance between their counters. You could say, well, would you not put up the guard? But with last stone, they want to try and set up as many opportunities as possible to score multiple. Because even if they do leave a double, this can still guarantee a 2 if you draw the wing.
Yeah, you don't want to bunch stones up too much here. And this is a great spot to go to underneath the guard. To get this all the way back if you can. Just playing it to even up. I think TOTZEK can make either double. Still a little bit flat.
And we see KAPP, coach for Team Germany.
Uli's kind of got a German John Hamm thing going, doesn't he? That's a compliment to Uli. A friend of mine, he'll probably appreciate that. I'd like to be compared to John Hamm personally, so.
Hard cut. Hard. Hard. Monster hard.
Oh, just feathered it.
Oof.
So unlucky.
The inch not on Germany's side so far today. Yeah, you see what I'm saying there, right?
He's seriously taking notes, though.
See now, our crack staff should be able to get a side-by-side there of John Hamm and Uli KAPP. I'm sure they could pull that off. They're off to the truck. I think you can hold tight, Dave. We're good.
So a chance for Japan to lie 3.
Okay.
Got it. Nice.
So a definite double there for Germany.
Nice call.
Could they even clip the back one on the way past?
Someone get Kevin Cooey on the phone here. Out-turn peel.
Yeah.
All go if you hit it in the right spot. See TOTZEK lining it up, seeing exactly where they need to hit it to have them all go. I think it's the tiniest bit low. It's really close to nose.
Japan were unlucky, but they had to hit it on that side, so they're always going to roll over that way. But can Lena KAPP do some damage.
Yep, yep. Whoa, whoa. Yep.
So really close to nose here.
Yes, whoa, sounds good.
Oh, what a great
What
shot.
a shot, Lena KAPP.
Perfectly done. That's got to feel good after the first few ends of not quite getting that inch, and you see a little let's go from Sixten TOTZEK. Could be a big momentum shot there.
Great triple. Just hit this absolutely perfectly. They were on and off with the sweep. Perfect.
Yeah, that goes flying out of there. Perfectly hit. Just the shot that Germany needed.
And now Japan. It is the nose hit. 4-1 for Ueno Mayu. It is 1 on the board for Japan. It could have been a 3 until Lena KAPP lifted a triple. But Japan will lead 2-1 after 3.
Nice, nice. 中後半かな多分。
We are in Östersund,
ちょっとタイト。
Sweden.
すげえ。
Fourth end underway in our feature matchup, Japan-Germany. Both teams 3 wins, 2 losses right now.
オッケー。ちょうどだよ。
Great freeze by Ueno to start off this fourth end of play.
%74% for Ueno Mayu for the event so far, sitting 8th amongst the female players.
Counterpart Lena KAPP at 72%.
Amongst the females.
Sehr schön.
Good job unlocking that stone there from Lena.
But the female players, Kadriana Lott, 91%. She is shooting for Canada.
We've called 2 of Canada's games in the past few draws now, and normally when you see a number like that, you think that it might be a little skewed. I can tell you, she's, in what I've seen, she's throwing every bit of that percentage. She's making everything right now.
She's 11% above every other, or the closest to her.
Okay. Look, Nana.
That team has now won 21 consecutive games.
なんか滑ってる気がするやっぱ。
I was told by Al Cameron, who's been following that team very closely, that last loss they had was to Colton's brother Tanner in the provincials. And they decided to switch things up from Colton standing at the other end and holding the broom when Kadriana was throwing to him standing and sweeping. And they haven't lost a game since they made that switch.
Oh, it gets them moving off the 4 foot.
That's a really good result there. You see sitting first and third, moving them off the forefoot, unlocking it, not losing either yellow stone. That's incredibly difficult to do. It's probably where the laugh comes from. I don't know that they could have got a much better result than they did.
Yamaguchi, 82% for the tournament. Sitting fifth amongst the 20 male players. Right on top here.
ちょっと悪くはないか。
Having to sweep a lot today, Yamaguchi, but it's his own stone, so he's nobody else to blame.
That's Groundhog Day there.
Ja, dann rotzen sie halt außen drauf.
Yama, well known for all-out efforts, non-stop energy, and heavy breathing. We've heard throughout this tournament.
Mir gefällt der nicht so.
Nee, weil wenn du den außen hast, ist es super.
Und ich weiß nicht, ob der da ist, aber...
Willst du lieber den Schuss?
Ich würde lieber schießen, ehrlich gesagt.
Und was ist, wenn wir hier leicht in den also dass wir hier Nase liegen und der einfach nur ein bisschen
dann
verteilt?
tappen sie da Nase und dann sind wir Game Over.
Okay.
Ich meine, einer ist jetzt auch nicht so schlimm. Einer machen. Aber besser als einen stehen lassen.
Mit 9?
Viel Nase.
Viel, okay.
Den Fünfer ganz dünn treffen.
Ja. Ach so, ja. Okay. Ja.
Intern.
Ja.
So, going for the run back again.
Yeah, they feel like they could get a couple good results out of this shot. The way those stones are angled. Really good placement from Yamaguchi on that previous draw, forcing Germany into considering this shot.
Take mehr Eis.
Oh. Oh. Thank you.
So just peels the guard. Not what they were looking for there.
ちょっと幅詰めますか？
出す方がでも
出した方がいいと思う。
今のファーストコールでいこう。9か10。
At least it's open for Germany with last stone.
I think that was part of the reason they played that
この
run.
辺だよね、当てんの。
Just making sure at the worst you open things up, give yourself a chance to score. Short run back attempt now for Japan. If you're going to play this, this is one you definitely need to make. A half miss could open the door for Germany as well.
Well, they do lie 2, but would have liked to play 3 after that.
Yeah, he could have considered the guard still again with where those rocks were set up, but decided they wanted to get rid of shot rock.
Well, they could even just have played a tap on their own up to the button.
Double könnte auch starten.
Okay.
Also lieber auf der Seite leicht rausschauen.
Hit and roll here for TOTZEK.
Eng.
72% for Sixten
Sag
TOTZEK
was!
Curl!
so far.
Curl! Wow! Linie! Yep, 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 yep! Hard Linie!
Oh, very nice.
That's really good, and that's a perfect roll too, Rona. If that's completely buried, it makes the run double easier. Now it angles back into that red, so if you're going to try to lose both, you have to slash it over the top.
Gut gespielt.
Could not have been a better roll. That's a great shot.
Sixten's had his troubles this week in some of the games,
Ja, ist richtig gut.
but this was really nice.
Well called by Lena KAPP as well. If you roll half a foot less than that, the run double is very accessible. Now the angle is much tougher and even could bring 3 into the picture if it's hit incorrectly.
Ah, doch, der ist ja schon easy im 8-Fuß.
Ja, wenn, muss sie auf ein gelbes
Sixten
laufen.
just sitting 15th amongst
vielleicht gibt sie dir
the
vorne
male
auch
players, but as we've said before, it's making the key shots at the right time in mixed doubles.
That was one of them there. That's perfectly played.
Germany will be watching closely here because this could work out nicely for Japan or quite badly.
Bling, yep! Whoa.
Red onto yellow, and where does the yellow go?
Okay, good. Nice shot.
And that's why that roll was so good to end where they did. And that's the difference in these games, Rona, when you're trying to fight and scratch for those extra points.
Nice.
The extra few inches of roll and the precision, as opposed to just saying hit and roll buried. No, we need to roll a little farther to set up the angle so they don't have the run double, and that's where this extra point, or the draw for the extra point, now comes from.
Yeah, so Germany, they have been patient. They set up a good first end. Now, to take the lead in the game.
Sehr schnell gespielt.
They feel like they've had the better, so
Ja.
deserve to be ahead at the break in this game.
Sixten just quite happy nursing this in.
Use that backing a little bit, but good call on the line.
And no problem. It is a 2 for Germany, and they will take a 3-2 lead after 4.
Ich gehe jetzt das Bild. Ja, gut gesehen.